Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and go straight into it, Adrian. Okay, so for the audience and everyone, give us a little bit of insight into you. Before you got into this, right? Your kind of background, where you're coming from, and yeah, no, let us know.
Yeah. Somebody like me, I've kind of done it all. The reason I got into the entrepreneurship space and eventually sales all goes all the way back to college. When I was in college, my passion was music, and what I learned about college is, you know, it's good for some career paths. Some things you want to do. But if you know what you want to do, or if like what I realized is there's a valuable amount of time that I was spending in classes not getting towards where I wanted to be. So I dropped out, pursued music. That's how I discovered the world of being my own boss, trying to make it with music. Did a ton of other stuff just to try to support myself while doing that, including drop shipping, learn getting into trading, of course. Doing even teaching swim lessons. I've done everything. But yeah, that's how I got introduced to this world of making money online and what eventually brought me to sales.
Perfect. Okay. So if you guys are new to this channel, let me introduce myself. Okay, my name is AJ. I'm the founder of Innovate and the Concierge. And in my first company, the Concierge, I was able to generate a client portfolio of $5 million in the span of 8 months. And here with us today, we have Adrian, who was part of a fast track growing 7 figure a year trading business, right? And we're going to talk about pretty much where he was before he met me and Audie at Innovate, where he is today, and kind of the outlook. Because Adrian is another serial entrepreneur. Not only is he excelling right now in high ticket sales and sales overall, but he is also a trader and very, very profitable right now. Okay, so Adrian, let's get into your background a little bit. Obviously, you're coming from trying a bunch of different models. Walk me through what kind of models you tried before you found me, before you found high ticket sales and innovate.
I've really done a lot of different things. Like, if sales was on my radar earlier, I would have definitely done it way earlier. But before I even got into it, I did a lot of things, including like the DoorDash and Uber Eats, thinking that, oh yeah, if I just stack up the bread here, it's gonna eventually get me to where I want. Didn't get anywhere with that. Tried drop shipping, didn't get anywhere with that. Trading, I had some success, but there was things I learned about what I wanted to do to actually make cash flow. It's good to have income coming in a way that's really replicable, and that's kind of why sales stuck out to me, right? Because with some of these other things, you're waiting on other factors, while sales, the leads are in front of you. It's up to you. Do you want to do the work and
Yeah,
go take the money?
that seems to be a common denominator. I just did a bunch of interviews with all of our other students, and with all these models, and I'm not hitting on any of the models, is they require other different variables. They all have their caveats, and ideally, you're gonna start spending money first before you get it to work. So you tried dropshipping and trading, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for anyone that wants or is doing those two models, if you were to give advice to them on what challenges you faced, what were the biggest challenges when you were going through when you started both of those?
Yeah. So either one of drop shipping or trading, you got to have like at least 5 grand. I mean, realistically, right? Like, if you want to really be able to make a good amount of money and support yourself, like drop shipping, you're gonna it's and trading is really trial and error. So you're almost guaranteed to fail your first couple of months in the business. Drop shipping, you've got to test products, you've got to test ads. Um,
Yeah,
Trading, obviously, you're not going to be profitable your first month. It's just not the way it works. If you've done it, you understand. So you're going to lose a lot of money before you get to that point of profitability. um
I'm
and so, yeah,
yeah.
that's the issue that I would face with those.
Okay. Now, to give people more context, how long were you trying to make both of these models kind of work, right? Both dropshipping and trading.
Yeah, probably like over a year for sure. You know what I mean? So over a year before um, with trading actually seeing some positive results, and then um,
Yeah.
drop shipping gave up because I wasn't trying to lose all my money. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. And then I guess with that year's time span, how much do you actually profit or even make, or how much you went into the red with both of these models?
Yeah. So drop shipping probably lost. I think I stopped at 1,000. Nothing too crazy. I wasn't like one of those drop shipping kids. Um, with trading multiple thousands, definitely lost before ever seeing results, right? So um
Okay,
you
1,000.
gotta really be dedicated to either of those if that's what you're trying to do, obviously.
Yeah. And then with trading
Yeah, so pretty much trading was like several thousand for sure. Yeah,
that you
definitely.
profited?
Burned through. Well, so okay, it's a long story. I did profit at first, right? Crypto, but if you're trading crypto and you're doing it the right way, you're holding positions for like 14 months. So if you're cool waiting 14 months to get paid, it's awesome. And then,
I'm trying to
you know,
retire in 14 months.
exactly, right? And so I took that, tried to trade for income, and that's when I blew, several thousand doing that. So
Okay, so like overall though, for a year's worth of time, ideally majority of it, you were probably in the red. You didn't really profit too much and you were
yeah.
stacking it the whole way through because a lot
Yeah,
of people,
struggling to make it work, struggling to find consistency, 100%.
okay, it took a year and like you were doing this for a year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. That's really huge because I mean a lot of people are stuck in that same similar situation. They're all chasing like this 10K a month and stuff like that, right? And they could spend months, years with just like the wrong blueprint, the wrong model because they're outdated and you need extra different variables to make the model work, right? So now I want to talk a little bit more about obviously after you met us and how you came to me and Audie here at Innovate. So like how did you first get in touch with us or even find us? And like,
Yeah.
why did you even reach out to us in the first place? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
so I found, Audie on Twitter. I know Audie. I don't know how much he used to post about trading, but I know I followed a bunch of people in that space,
Yeah,
and, that's kinda how I got familiar with who he was. And he'd always be posting about sales and this and that, and I would think to myself, "Damn, like I wish I was doing that," or like I wish I'd have known about sales, years before. Because what
yeah,
was I doing on DoorDash and Uber Eats? Like I could have been doing sales or something cool like that,
yeah.
and even working from home, right? So after seeing Audie's content for a while and becoming familiar with what he did, it was one day I took a loss in trading, and I was like, man, I really want to find a way where I can actually bring in money by working harder. You aren't given that opportunity with every model, right? Like trading, you sit in front of the screen all day, you might do a lot of damage to yourself, right? In sales, if you sit in front of the screen all day, you can change your life, right? So that's when I reached out to Audie and I was like, "Yo, let me find out what's going on with you guys and how to get started in sales."
Yeah, because I mean, like, and that this is a good point that you're touching up on because a lot of people they think that just because these models are out there and they see people making money, they think they can just go out and do it, right? And they're just gonna go out and make 100K a month, right?
Right,
Something done, right? But that's just really not the case because a lot of the stuff on the internet is overpromised, right? And they're a lot of the models, I mean, as you've experienced, and a lot of people is they're dependent on a lot of things for trading you're dependent on like your mental capacity, right? Waiting for the right setup. You got to sit in front of that screen for at least a year, bare minimum, to
right,
actually
right,
understand what you're doing in the market, right? And it's tough because you're not going to make any money. Same thing with drop shipping. It's very dependent on trends, whether or not a product is going to go viral or not, right? And
right.
they're just not said on the internet. And that's why this is why I preach this on my channel. Like models, they're not really gonna retire. It's just not the case. You're too inexperienced, right? Coming into the game, a beginner wanting to make 10K a month, you just don't have the skill sets to make that work, right?
Absolutely.
And then with sales, the only thing that you're dependent on is you. That's it.
Yep.
That's what I also want to talk about. when you first joined us, like and I want to fast track to how you got placed an offer. You're very fortunate because me and Audie have connections, and we instantly placed you in a seven-figure a year business, right? Startup. Walk me through that as well. So like the day you joined and got into high ticket sales,
Yeah.
and then obviously, or not even the day you finished the training. How fast was it till you made your first dollar and then got placed on an offer and then made money? And then before you actually answer that, if you're watching this video and you don't know what high ticket sales is, you need to go get context. Watch my other videos on my channel first. Otherwise, you won't understand what we're talking about. Go learn more, go get smarter, go consume. Okay. But no, Adrian, how fast was that turnaround to your first dollar in sales?
Yeah, I mean, I made the first dollar. If it wasn't the first day, it was the second day for sure. So, I did the training with you guys, got my skills up, came in with the right mindset of like a beginner, right? And not just jumping on an offer, trying to figure out how to do it myself. Like I was like, let's go through the proper stages. Got trained by you guys, knew what to do, and I started, and
Yeah.
then pretty much second day saw money.
That is, I want to like shout out to you because I remember you when you first joined us. You were asking a lot of questions. You were really you showed up to every single meeting. You didn't miss one of them. So I'm proud of you, and you're actually excelling very, very, very fastly. But for the audience, I want you guys to understand like he spent a year, 365 days plus, in two other models going in the red, right, or barely breaking even, and then 24 hours, 48-hour turnover time, you make your first dollar in sales, your first commission.
Yep.
And for simply what? Texting, simply texting
Yeah, pretty
on,
much like
on the phone.
little bit of talking, saying,
Yeah, yeah.
figuring out the
And
situation.
then for everyone else too, walk through your experience with Innovate. How seamless was it to for you to actually learn from us, our community inside all of our
Yeah,
stuff? How was it for you? How was your
yeah.
experience?
It was amazing. I mean, just to obviously get taught by people who've been in my shoes, or like who've been in the sales industry before, had experience. It's really, you're starting off with an advantage, right? And then showing up to the trainings, practicing with other students in the community, that was huge for me. Building social skills, stuff like that, really was a growing experience for me. And so by the time it was time to get on an offer, right, these guys placed me with really the perfect situation for me, because of my experience in trading. Getting on a trading offer, it was just a super natural transition. And working there, I feel like I'm just helping people, right? Which is really what sales is all about. You're just helping people, and getting to do that in something I'm passionate about has been awesome.
Amazing. So, and I want to touch upon that as well. When you were working with us, obviously we put you in the right vehicle. We put you in a model to where it can work. But what did you really learn from us? Right? Because it's not a model. It's not a business model. What did you actually learn from us that helped you level up, not as like a closer, but or a setter, as an entrepreneur? What did you actually learn?
Yeah, I mean, so much, right? Social skills, objection handling, obviously the techniques of being a setter and closer, but also how to outreach, and to make your own opportunities, right? So going through what I went through with you guys, the training and stuff like that. Now, I basically have something. I have the knowledge, right, to go out and make money when at any given time, right, or to make connections and be able to, find opportunities myself, right.
Yeah, exactly. And I throw this term out a lot about like entrepreneurship, being able to work inside a business with like a high caliber skill set, just like yourself. You actually understand what business is. You understand what sales is. You understand what transactions are. You know how to talk to people. I mean, you just said it yourself. You know tomorrow how to go out and make money. It's a solidifier for an entrepreneur. That's huge because a lot of people they don't. They just they think they're gonna post something on TikTok and it's gonna go viral or some
Right.
random product, and then they're gonna be a millionaire, right? With you, you wholeheartedly know you can rely on this skill set. It's always gonna be in your pockets where you tomorrow you can go make money, and you know that wholeheartedly. With other a lot of other models, you can't really say that. In dropshipping, you say
Absolutely.
that, all right, I know tomorrow I can go make money.
Right, no, because you don't know if the product's gonna die in 3 months, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's what's awesome about sales is, sales is not going anywhere. They can come up with artificial intelligence, but they're not gonna be able to replace talking to a human, you know?
Yeah, and like the skill itself, it's irreplaceable. And we hear so many people talk about this, and I bring up Ty Lopez and Andy Frisella, and then even Mark Cuban, like titans of the entrepreneurship world. This one skill set alone will help you 10 times more than any other fucking model you're gonna learn. Amazon, TikTok shop, like day trading, right? These things they come and go, but the skill set of sales, it's never gonna leave. You're gonna know how to make money. You can start any business you wanted to. Like, given this skill set that you have right now, you can go out and probably crush e-commerce. You can go out and crush trading because with trading, it's dependent on your mental capacity, right? How long can you stay like consistent to your strategy, knowing that that thing is going to go on the red, but your strategy, you know, it's going to go back up, right? Having the skill set of knowing you can go out and make money tomorrow, you can trade easier. That's why
Yeah.
audio.
No, it's true, it's true. I mean, I would say my trading got better since getting into sales, to be honest, because now you have other things to do, right? You make your money. All right, cool. Now I'm taking sales calls. You know what I mean? So no more giving
Yeah,
the money back to the market, right?
yeah, you can go bankrupt tomorrow and make 10K a month the next month.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So, and then let me touch up on that because obviously, you're making money right now with some of our clients here at Innovate, some of our partners, right? How has your life changed since joining Innovate, right? Because I know you were DJing before, but walk me through that as well.
Yeah, so I do some DJ stuff that it's obviously hot at times and cold at other times where, I'm doing weddings and stuff like that. But what I was kind of looking for and one of the big passions of mine was trading. And so obviously to do that, you have to be home in front of the screen. And so I wanted to find ways that I can make money while home in front of the screen, not door dashing, not going and teaching swim lessons, not going and working a job, you know what I mean? But being able to be at the screen, be productive and make money for myself. And so getting into sales has given me that opportunity really to be a more productive person, right? Now I'm not
Yeah.
you know, messing around all day. Every day I've got an intention, every day I've got a plan. And it's been life changing, honestly.
Okay. Perfect. And obviously, everyone wants to know like how much you're currently making per month since you probably joined that offer as well. So I know you are working with a startup offer, so you can be very straightforward. And how much have you made since being on that offer?
Yeah. Yeah. So far since being on the offer, I've made I think 2 grand and there's more coming for sure.
Yeah,
Based on like this week. But
yeah,
what I will say, obviously, to about like, it being a startup offer, right? Is truthfully it is an offer where you have the potential to, even as a setter, probably I mean I'm doing the math, it's 6 to 8K even going
yeah. You're
going
gonna we can't say too much about the
yeah,
offer to the public, so we got to be respectful to our clients. But you're on a run rate to definitely smack 6 to 10K a month
absolutely.
within future months, and that's good because I want this interview to also be authentic as well. A lot of people don't post like actual numbers and stuff like that. Oh,
Right.
10K a month. Like, no, we're gonna be real here. But that company is it's on a run rate to be a seven-figure company, and you're gonna do great numbers there as well. Um, no, so the next kind of thing that I want to talk about is also the caliber person and the caliber people you got access to. with the partners here at Innovate? Because obviously you're a trader, but there's a reason why I put you on that offer. Like you got access to a person who's already done multiple six figures in trading,
Yeah,
right? Millionaire in trading. And that's helped you excel your trading career. You're a serial entrepreneur right now. Obviously, you're making like 2K a month on a run rate to 10K a month in the next couple months with that company, but you're also profiting um
right.
in the trading model, which you wanted to do. So let's go into the future and the kind of the outlook
Yeah,
for you right
yeah,
now. How has your experience, or sorry, how did the experience with Innovate and sales help you propel your trading career and who you got access to and now what you're currently doing today?
yeah. Well, I mean, getting you know, daily access pretty much to people who are really doing it. You know what I mean? Like you're seeing right up front, somebody who's, years ahead of you, miles ahead of you, in the industry, and you're seeing what it takes, the mindset, the grind, right? You're seeing what it's like running their business. And so just seeing that for me has been really inspiring overall, just on what's possible. Right now, the outlook for me is, I get to continue working with him, continue growing my skills, grow with the offer, and it really, the sky's the limit, right? Because now, it gives a platform for my own trading to flourish, and cash flow to invest as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy how you went from obviously like the appointment setter, learning this skill, and then now you're doing both. And that's what entrepreneurship really is about. And this is why I preach this to a lot of other people. Uh, Learn this first because it doesn't matter what model you go into. Amazon FBA, like I don't even know, copywriting. Let's say you want to start a SaaS, you're into an agency. You are, regardless of any model, still going to have to acquire the skill set of just understanding what business is, right? Sales, it's a skill set. It's not a model. You can apply it to anything and excel in any different avenue, which you're doing right now, right? Um, so no,
Dude,
I think this
I
is
think
really
everybody's gotta learn sales or closing or appointment setting at some point in your life. Uh it's really like you don't even realize how the skills and the framework we learn in training can apply to your regular conversations, and just being more persuading, but not just that, but learning how to listen to people, learning how to really get your point across. It's been amazing, and so definitely for everybody, you know what I mean. You gotta get a taste of it at some point, right? You're missing out.
well, I mean, if you don't pick up this skill set, you're gonna lose to the people
Right.
that do have it, whatever business that you start, for sure. So we're gonna kind of come to the end of this a little bit, Adrian. But last things before, I just want you to talk about like the best things about Innovate, right? The value inside Innovate, and for people that are trying to make money online, um, what you kind of got from us, and what we helped
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I mean, just one, being surrounded by like-minded individuals. It's like I can't say enough about even just the friends and the people I've met through Innovate. Peers, all after the same thing. It's been amazing. And then not only that, but not like I'm learning a skill, but then to actually, for you guys to just put me on an offer making money. I mean, that I don't know where else that exists and who else can really do that, right? It
Nowhere.
Nobody can deliver on that type of thing, the way I've seen you guys do it. And so it's like one of those things that sounds too good to be true, except it's actually true. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? You guys are really giving opportunities, and then not only that, but preparing us to be ready for these opportunities and to thrive.
Yeah, I mean that was, and I'm gonna go on a tangent here. That's one of the reasons why we started Innovate, because obviously I was running the sales agency at the concierge for a little bit, and two of the biggest things that I ran into on kind of bottlenecking me from scaling past 100K a month was two things. One, you needed to be connected with founders that are doing at least 50 to 100K a month. And that's hard nowadays with everyone out here. No one actually knows how to make money. So finding the founders that actually make that kind of money, it's very hard to come by, right? You're gonna have to do 1,000 outreach to maybe get connected with one of those. And that's gonna take a while, right? So one was the founders. There was not enough talented founders, right? And then two, talented people, closers, appointment setters, people that understood what sales was. So, and actually, let me touch upon this. How much have you generated that company in the time that you have been there? It's got to
Yeah.
be like, what, 60, 80?
Yeah, right now it's like 30K, but I think okay, actually I'm just kidding. It's like 35 after today. So, yeah, we're
Yeah.
definitely on the way though to those numbers, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, a lot. Yeah. Well, I can't say a couple of things, but yeah, you're definitely gonna be making a lot of money here soon. So, yeah, so being able to generate that, I mean, is that the most amount of money you've seen in the online space as well? Like,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
yeah. So that was why I started Innovate because of those two reasons. I needed to have more talented people like yourself that can go out and generate that kind of capital for these businesses, and then I need the businesses to actually be real businesses and make a lot of money because a lot of people front with their numbers nowadays. But you can't lie in sales. Numbers don't lie in sales. We see how much um you make. So no, that's why one of the outlooks for my company right now, and which is why I want a lot of founders to see this, is I want to partner up with at least 500 to 1,000 founders that make 100K a month plus. That is my goal. To get connected with those people, and that's one of my goals here at Innovate. And I'm well on my way there, but we need to move a little faster. Need to get more talent. We're running out of talent. There's not enough talented people in the space like yourself, Adrian. Um, but no, this was good insight for a lot of people. Getting insight into you. Obviously, you're a serial entrepreneur. You started off in e-commerce, drop shipping, trading, right? It took you a year to, break even and find a model that would actually work for you and allow you to do what you want, right? Work from home, being able to make money from home, which a lot of people can't say, right? And then you got into sales, instantly placed on a 7-figure a year business, which is insane. 99% of the people will go through Facebook and never get an opportunity like that, like yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, if we could finish off this, there's other people like yourself, Adrian, and there's other founders that would want to hear this stuff as you from you as well. Is if you had to give one piece of advice to people that were in your similar situations, what would you give them?
Yeah. So, if you were in a similar situation to me, if figured out college wasn't the move for you and you're trying to make money quick and you want to have control over how much you make, sales was like really the best way to do it for me, right? I didn't have to spend a ton of money to get into sales. It was a matter of learning the skill and then building my network, right? And doing something like with Innovate, you're not only getting the skill, but building your network as well. So it's been amazing for that. My advice to anybody is like, if you're gonna hustle, right? You're already working hard at something. You could be working hard at McDonald's, right? You could be working hard at school. But put your hustle in the right place, get into sales, where the potential is really unlimited. And yeah, it'll be life changing.
Okay, appreciate that. And if you had to start over your entrepreneurship career from day one, I want to make money online. What would you do knowing all the models that you've experienced, everything that you've kind of seen on the internet, from whenever you started? What would you start with? What would you do?
Yeah, I would have just gotten into sales like 5 years earlier. There's like kids in the community like 18 and 19 really hustling and on the right trajectory, right, to be killers in the space down the road. So obviously, if I could have started earlier, it would have been amazing. But now that I'm in here, I'm excited to be here, excited to learn. And the best time to start is 30 years ago. Next best time to start is today, right?
Perfect, perfect. So, if you're watching this and you got to the end of this video and you want to recreate Adrian's success of trying a bunch of different models, not really knowing what to do, attaining an actual skill set that provides value to a market where you can go out and 100% go out and make money tomorrow, like an actual skill set. You're dependent on yourself, not all these models and all these trends. And if you want to recreate Adrian's success, who's on a run rate to 10K a month in the next couple months, more than 10K a month. I'm going to leave a link in the description for you guys to get access to a couple free infrastructures that I built out, as well as I'm going to leave a link for you guys to book in a call and talk to my team and see how we can help you out, right, in recreating Adrian's success. And last thing, if you are a founder that is doing 100K a month, you have a solidified offer and you're in a really good niche, I would love to partner up with you. Place world-class talent in your business to help you scale past, 100K a month, get to 250K months, seven-figure months with the right talent, with people that can actually are like reliable. They're not going to churn in 6 months, right? People that you can depend on to make you that kind of money and sell your business, right? If you're a founder, I'm also going to leave a link in the description for you as well. So Adrian, I appreciate you for hopping on today. And no, you're gonna kill it. We're gonna redo another interview once you're a day trading millionaire. I'm gonna hold you to that. And no, I
Good,
appreciate
man.
you hopping on. All
So appreciate you, AJ.
right, see you guys.